Nobody knows what to do, but this is the best thing we can do.
It's a lesson in compassion, home economics, and current affairs.
Somebody said, calling all sewers, and I am a sewer. So I said, let's do this, girls.
Neighbors Tanya Taylor, Kim Gonzalez, and their kids are making cotton fabric face masks to help nurse practitioner Jill Folkert and her staff at Texas Oncology.
We were told yesterday to come up with inventive ways of maybe making some homemade masks in case it gets really bad.
The idea and directions came from this video posted on an Evansville, Indiana hospital website. With the worldwide supply shortage in medical protection, the Center for Disease Control and Prevention has said the use of homemade masks has been approved. A few face masks in, their tasks got easier.
We've gotten the hang of it, and it really has been fairly simple.
It really has. I mean, if our 3rd, 4th, and 7th grade girls can do it with a little guidance, I think anybody can do it.
Folkert says she's trying to get ahead of the short supply. The masks will be used by staff in case they run out.
We just all have to try and do our part to get through this the best that we can.
After a few hours and 20 masks, the kids are feeling good about their project.
If I don't do it, who is going to do it?
Contact the hospital or medical facility that you want to donate these to make sure that they accept them. We have posted a link to the instructions on our website, ksat.com. Patty Santos, KSAT 12 News.
They're cute, chirpy, and
Be getting more either tomorrow.
selling like hot commodities.
Just last week, we ordered about a good at least 100, 125 within that same day, sold out.
Lock Hill Feed Store in the north side and other feed stores we called said people are scrambling to buy chicks.
It's one of the most easiest animals, and you get something beneficial back. You get some food from them.
Workers say the pandemic is prompting some to try their hand at raising their own chickens.
It takes 6 months. You got to go 6 months to raise them before they even start putting out eggs. So
Kevin Rosenthal already has some chickens at home, but the high demand for eggs has him gearing up.
these ones now will be producing in September. So it takes a little while, but once they start producing, it's pretty maintenance free. You keep them clean, you feed them, you water them.
Owning chickens is a commitment like owning any other pet. You have to clean up after it, feed it, and keep it healthy.
Your bird will live at least 5 to 6 years at least if you take care of it.
I haven't eaten any of the chickens yet. I don't want to. But if I have to.
If you're starting out new at this is what you might need. Some shaving, some feed, and possibly a lamp along with a few other things. A starter kit like this could cost you about $75.
In San Antonio city limits, you can keep up to 8 fowl. The coop has to be 50 feet from the nearest dwelling. And if your self-sustaining plan doesn't hatch out, look for hen lovers who might help you rehome them. Patty Santos, KSAT 12 News.
Hardware stores are considered essential because they carry things like plumbing, heating, and electrical supplies, something you might need at home during an emergency. People staying at home are not taking their time for granted.
Well, I've already had to make trips out and buy cinder blocks. She's building a wall to put a dog tree in, and she needed more rocks, and today she needed more soil.
People visiting hardware stores say their honey-done list is a mile long these days.
Treating the yard, and then we did all the bagging of the leaves in the yard, and we put up security cameras.
Homeowners are finally finding time for home improvement projects.
Yeah, I came by Saturday and they were packed. It's like everybody just wants to stay in place, and well, let's do some projects then.
Let me get someone for you. Hold on. I've never seen this kind of traffic ever before.
Trudy Lesage has been in the hardware business for decades. She says this latest trend is unique.
People are coming in wanting to do repairs on the house, painting, lawn and garden.
The demand doesn't slow down any day of the week, and her suppliers are also swamped trying to keep up.
Have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye.
The boom in business has also allowed her to keep her staff working.
I'm usually January, February are slow months for everybody. March, you're starting to pick up speed because the weather is better. But we're seeing numbers in March that we normally see in May.
Many hardware stores like hers are offering curbside pickup. While the circumstances aren't ideal, many families welcome the slower pace to life.
We're spending a lot more time with the kids. We're playing a lot more board games and doing things outside. We put a whole garden in this year, so it's been good for our family.
Patty Santos, KSAT 12 News.
In my 25 years of practicing medicine, I have not seen anything like this, and we have not even gotten close to the peak.
Dr. Saleh Jafar says daily calls to his office have more than doubled. His practice cares for 9,000 patients, but he wonders for how much longer.
We have one box of masks in our clinic, and I think it has like 20 or 30 masks. So imagine, and we see 100 patients a day.
Number one problem, medical supplies are running low. He says he's been calling hospitals, Metro Health, and other providers for help, but shields, gowns, and other medical supplies are scarce.
We need help from the state. We need help from the governor. We need help from the hospitals that have a lot of this equipment. We need help from the suppliers because we have doctors out there who their suppliers can't even tell them when the equipment will be available.
Dr. David Flieger with the Texas Medical Association says it's a problem statewide, and so is keeping track of information that's constantly changing.
We need them to reach out to us because obviously there's tens of thousands of them, but we have that information available.
Jafar says more needs to be done locally to coordinate supplies, protocols, and guidelines.
I just think the first line of defense need to be supported a little bit more so those patients don't have to go any further than us and their home.
His office has started seeing patients in their vehicles to protect staff and supplies. Metro Health says it's up to each individual provider to figure out how to get their own supplies. They do have a phone number for medical professionals, but some of the medical staff says that number goes to a voicemail, and sometimes that voicemail is full.